Hello everybody, I'm Tony Todd. I'm happy to be playing Poseidon in Black Odyssey. I was born in Washington, D.C., but raised in Hartford, Connecticut, New England brat.
Tony Todd, an actor who played the killer in Candyman and its 2021 sequel and appeared in the Final Destination franchise and Platoon among more than 240 film and TV credits spanning 40 years, died November 6 at his home in Los Angeles. He was 69. His reps confirmed the news to Deadline but did not provide a cause of death. Born on December 4, 1954, in Washington, D.C., Todd pursued acting at the Eugene O'Neill National Actors Theatre Institute and Trinity Rep Conservatory, where he honed his skills and developed his commanding style. Among his first screen roles was playing the heroin-addicted Sergeant Warren in Oliver Stone's Best Picture Oscar-winning Vietnam War classic Platoon.
We're talking to the Candyman.
Well, that's one of my infamous credits. I've been lucky, I got my master's in theater and I taught for a while, then I arrived in New York City, got my equity card right away, did social theater, and then next thing you know, I'm in this movie called Platoon. I don't go 2 years without going back on the boards. I got very clear to my manager and agents that that's what I am, and they hate it whenever it comes up, but...
Todd went on to guest on such popular 1980s and 90s series as 21, Jump Street, Night Court, MacGyver, Matlock, Jake and the Fat Man, Law and Order, The X-Files, NYPD Blue, Beverly Hills 90210, Xena, Warrior Princess and Murder, She Wrote and Star Trek, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine and Voyager. He also recurred as pesky TV news reporter Matt Rhodes on Homicide, Life on the Street and as Gus Rogan in more than a dozen 2013 episodes of The Young and the Restless. All the while, Todd continued to act for the big screen. He appeared in 1980s dramas Lean on Me, Colors and Charlie Parker biopic Bird, starring Forrest Whitaker. But his best-known film roles came during the following decade.
For me to come back to the stage because the stage is where I started. I grew up a single kid in Hartford and sort of the lower middle class, and theater saved my life literally when I was 14.
What happened at 14?
Well, because I had a tremendous growth spurt when I was 14. I grew 6 inches, I couldn't walk down the hallway without tripping into the lockers, I didn't have any friends, all the basketball coaches used to shake their heads at me because I couldn't dribble, and one day an English teacher gave me a copy of Shakespeare's The Tempest and said, try this. I went home and I read it like I was reading a comic book, and it was like I saw the words come to life, and that was it, I was hooked.
The 6'5" Todd starred in the 1990 remake Night of the Living Dead as Ben, the role played by Dwayne Jones in George A. Romero's iconic 1968 original. His next big role likely is his most famous, playing the mythical title creep with a hook for a hand in Candyman, 1992, a character he reprised in the 2021 sequel of the same name. Candyman in the 1992 film was the ghost of Daniel Robitaille, whose parents were enslaved in the 1800s and became an accomplished painter. But eventually he fell for a white woman whose enraged father sent a lynch mob to kill him. Robitaille was burned on a spot where a public housing project later is built and where a series of unexplained murders occurs. The Candyman legend lived on in the 2021 sequel directed by Nia DaCosta. It was among a number of horror roles for Todd that would continue throughout his 40-year career, including playing funeral home owner William Bloodworth in Final Destination and multiple sequels. He also played Grange, the right-hand man of Top Dollar, Michael Wincott, in 1994's The Crow starring Brandon Lee. You gotta have audience sympathy for the character in some way or another, Todd told Deadline in a 2022 interview. There's gotta be something attractive about the character that makes people want to root for them but at the same time feel repulsed by the idea. And for me personally, for every film that I do, I create a backstory for all my tortured people and my heroes alike. Thank you for watching, like, comment, share and subscribe for daily updates.